Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Building Your Team presentation. We're so glad to have you with us, and we know that this last couple of weeks have been a lot of challenges for folks with weather, and we hope that this message finds all of you safe and sound. That's one of the things we're going to talk about today is building your business in spite of whatever life might throw your way, whether it's a hurricane, or an ice storm, or a power outage, or the car breaks down, or the baby's sick, or whatever life can spin at you, how to make it happen no matter what. Because Avon's got a lot of money on the table for you, and you don't want to miss these opportunities right now. Avon's got, $1,000 for our new representatives. As you're bringing new team members on, you can earn $355 for each new person that you bring into the business. And of course, the Rise Up Challenge, where you can incrementally add some $1,000 checks to your account. So we don't want you to miss anything just because life throws you a curveball. So, in that moment, in that time when something happens and you find yourself that you're stuck inside home, whether it's for water or ice or whatever the case may be, use that time to your advantage with your business. Get on the phone, get on Facebook. Follow up with leads that you have. Talk to people who maybe sold with you before and bring them back into your business. Look at those opportunities. Use that time where you can talk to your team members and encourage them because they may be in the same situation as you, and that extra little phone call of encouragement can make a really big difference. Just take advantage of that time that you've been given and don't look at it as a roadblock, but look at it as an opportunity. And Tracy, you've got some ideas too to share with that.
I do. So taking those opportunities that Dawn had mentioned, one of the things that if you want to goal yourself every day, we always say the power of 3. So whether you're able to get out of your house or you can only work online or you're, doing your daily errands or you're on the phone, it's just a matter of at least goaling yourself to talking to 3 people a day. And if you only did that 5 days a week, that's 15 contacts that you made in that 1 week, which is 60 contacts in 2 weeks, in a month. So if you figure 60 contacts in a month, that is such a great way to build your team, your sales, everything, and utilize it in all the different ways that Dawn had listed before. Whether you're on Facebook or you're talking on the phone or you're in the field doing it, just utilize it in your dailies and daily activities, and you'll, sometimes exceed your 3. Maybe you'll do 5, maybe you'll do 8. But if you just go for that 3 every day, you're going to build your business daily, 5 days a week. And off to Tina.
Hi everyone, I'm the district manager with 1377 in District 1449. It's my new district, and I want to show you some tips on this because I heard a lot of people say, all right, the new process, I don't know what to do. I'm just handing out my code to everybody and I'm not getting a lot of feedback. So I wanted to give you some steps. So step 1, when you're out and you say you've got an ALMA lead, or you got to lead when you're in the field. Now, don't wait for those ALMA leads, please. You need to be out in the field. That's about growing your business. It's all about being in the field. But once you meet a lead and the person's very interested, pull up your smartphone. Almost 99% of people have a smartphone. Don't just pull yours up. Take yours and say, hey, get your phone out because, see if they will sign up right then. If they don't, that's okay. Give them your code. So youravon.com/whatever your email, not your code, but give them go ahead and pull up your e-store. And once their e-store is up, it'll look kind of like this. Tell them to, keep that in their favorites, so they'll always have that. And then show them, walk them through where it says, is the boss life now? And tell them to click that and join. If you can get them to join right then, you can help walk them through the process. That's how you do it. Do not wait for them to do it on their own. If they say, look, I'm too busy now, say, well, I understand that. Pull out your phone on your calendar on your phone, have them do the same thing. Make sure you key in your information. Have them put you in their contact, your phone number, your email, and pick a day. Say, what's good for you? Is it tomorrow, tonight, or whatever? If you have that, say, I want to walk through the process because you may have some questions. So you want to be on the phone with them while they're doing that so that you can help them once they've got everything in, because they may have questions about, well, what's a better kit that you think? There's 3 kits. Help them with the process. Then when they've done that, help them walk through and set up their e-store and help them come up with who they're going to talk to. If you do that, don't wait and leave your people out there. That's the biggest thing I've heard is, how do I get from A to B? Because you're not going to have a lot of people if you're just giving out your code. So that's my biggest tip, is make sure you have that and you follow up with them. And if you have an event, make sure you're getting emails and send up an opportunity meeting. And that can just be, we can help you with that with a Zoom meeting. We got to have some follow up, because if you're just giving that, they're going to forget about it too. Just follow up is the biggest key. Now that's my biggest tip. And I wanted to tell you too, several of you are out there. I know that we've had bad weather. Storms is going to continue to come. We're going to have ice storms. Those things we know are going to happen. And we care about you, but we also know that you need money in your pocket. So I was talking the other day to my friend Joy. She's another district manager who also is like, I know Tracy, who several of you guys have a lot of water, a lot of damage in your area. But Joy and I had called her for some advice, and I didn't even know that, bless her heart, she was staying in a hotel. Right, Joy? Did you just get home, Joy? So
I am.
She's home now. But anyway, she had some wonderful ideas. She always motivates us and been a manager for a long time. So I had just asked her to join us. She's going to be our guest speaker, and I know she'll have several team members probably watching this too. But I just asked her to just come and give us, what her thought is on how to move this business, because it's so exciting. We have some great incentives and some great money on the table. So Joy, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Tina. You guys, just to give you an idea of where I'm at, I am, my district actually runs the eastern seaboard of Georgia. So from the South Carolina line down to the Florida line and inward, inland some is where my market is. And we, too, are facing some of the same challenges that you guys are facing. Power outages, flooding. So some of the same things that you're doing and the things that you're seeing and experiencing, we as well are going through the same thing. And I just wanted to share with you some things that we are doing to help each other, to raise money for those that are affected by what's going on with the flooding, more so than others. And also to give you some tips on recruiting and on growing your team. One of the things that we're really focused on is getting a $1,000 Christmas bonus from Avon. That is so huge. I got a stay-at-home mom. She's got 4 babies. And, her passion is her children. She's like, I do not want a daycare raising my children. I do not want to have to get up and go to work and pay, $1,000 a month for someone else to raise my children, and me miss events and me miss things that go along with children being in school. And then if they get sick, of course I leave work, I come home, I take care of them. I don't get paid for not being at work, but I still have daycare to pay. That's the life she didn't want. So she put a plan in place, and the first thing she did is, bam, Campaign 20 came. She titled ambassador. So she's got a $1,000 check that will arrive, because one of the stipulations with the Rise Up bonus is you have to maintain your title for 4 campaigns. So Campaign 23 will be her 4th campaign, which when we figured it up, she will get her $1,000 bonus just in time for Black Friday. And it's huge for her. So think about what that would do for you during this time with everything going on around us, and having that kind of money to be able to go shopping for Christmas. And even if it's not Black Friday, having it to be able to go shopping, period. I love that. And, we've got so many people that is around us. We don't know their needs. Even if it's someone really close to us, we don't necessarily know the needs they have in their life and the desires they have, and what it is they're wanting to do as far as, thinking them what they do today to think them future self for. My girls, I've got this big, they live in a home together up in Northeast Georgia, up in Atlanta, and I've got this big picture in their living room, and it says, do something today that you will thank your future self for. And that is one of the things I talk about a lot with my representatives, is what are you doing today to put back that nest egg? What is it that your life is going to look like in 5 years? What's it going to look like in 10 years? We're going to have hurricanes. We're going to have tornadoes. Hopefully, by the grace of God, we're going to be spared, and we're going to have minimum damage, and our families are going to be safe, and we're not going to go through some of the things that we hear about. But however, what do we do? Are we prepared? Are we prepared if we have to get our new set of tires on a limb? Are we prepared if that central unit goes out and it's not something that the insurance will cover? You know, I've got a call this morning that a representative's mother, that the apartment complex she lives in, it's an elderly home, that her apartment was totally flooded, and the good news is the apartment, they're going to remodel the apartment and her apartment's going to be fine, but there was no insurance to cover the contents. And so the conversation we had was, okay, we're going to get a fundraiser together. We're going to pull together. We're going to raise $5,000 to $6,000, $7,000, whatever it takes to refurbish her home so that she can get some of this stuff back. Now, we all know that there's things in that home that she's probably lost that you can't replace. But the point is, as Avon representatives, we have the ability to not only take ourselves and our lives in a different direction where we want it to go, but we have the ability to do that with those that are around us, those that we love and those that we care about. I've got this philosophy: if you love makeup and you love money, I can change your life. And that is the philosophy that I teach to my sales representatives, because those are the two factors that makes a huge difference. And it's not just about the love of money, but let me tell you something. Have you ever just had someone walk up and just give you $1,000 and say, here, I want to bless you with this? And when have you ever been able just to walk up and give someone $1,000 and say, I want to bless you with this? Think about what that would feel like if someone did that to you, and what that would feel like if you could do that to someone else. And those are the thoughts I have when I think about helping others, is that feeling I get knowing I could write somebody a $1,000 check and never miss it. And that feeling that I would get if someone cared enough about me to walk up and hand me $1,000 and say, you know what, I don't know if you even have a need, but I want you to have this. I cannot imagine that feeling. And so that is the power. That is the position of strength that we have. That is the position that we stand in, as far as we have the ability to do that. You know, 3 people and $1,000 in unit sales will change can change a total, make Christmas totally look different for someone, and that can earn someone $1,000. So if you're sitting here not titled at all, get to ambassador. That's $1,000. Get to silver ambassador. That's another $1,000. If you're sitting here in the leader level, advancing up is it's a $2,500 bonus. There's so many different areas to advance up and to take advantage of this Rise Up bonus. But the one that I love the most is the Kickstart. And one of the reasons I love the Kickstart so much is because during that first 90 days, a new representative, that while she's in that first 90 days, she's going to get $50 for every successful representative she brings on board that has that first order, paid on time and ordered on time, of $150. Think about that. That can really add up on top of her getting her $1,000 bonus for title and ambassador. You know, that can go be up into the thousands. So there's so much money that we as coaches, and as you as a coach, can make a difference for someone else, and it makes a difference for you. You know, going back to us having setbacks, I believe that when we have setbacks like hurricanes and what we've been facing, you guys are facing, and just about the entire division, I believe that things like this, it's just, you know, it's a setback. It just sets us up for a big comeback. And that's the way we have to look at it. This is just setting us up for a big comeback. This is giving us an opportunity to help others. All we have to do is turn on social media. We're going to see opportunities to be able to help someone with a fundraiser. Even, you know, we'll see opportunities that people are needing money right now. Think about the people that is in the same situation as the lady I was telling you about earlier, the representative's mom that lost all the contents in her home. What $1,000 could do for her. What a fundraiser could do for her. There is people, and so backing up and saying, well, you know, everybody's going through this, and they don't want to talk about Avon, or they don't want to talk about selling Avon, or they don't want to talk about, that is so false. That is your mindset. That's not the mindset. You know, when hurricanes come and tornadoes come, Walmart doesn't shut down. Target doesn't shut down. You know, them selling their business doesn't shut down. But so why do we shut that down in our mind? And that is where we have to get to a place that we realize this is a real business. It is the boss life, and we have to run it like a boss. And what does the boss do? The boss leads. The boss makes the tough decisions, and the boss says, you know what? My back patio might be underwater, but I'm going to get these books in that car, and I'm going to go to the same places I always go, and I'm going to put a smile on my face, and I'm going to talk to people about putting some money in their pocket, and I'm going to talk to people about how much money they need, and we're going to sit down and get a plan together, and I'm going to help her do it one way or the other. She's going to get that grand, or she's going to get that $355 per recruit. And that is being a boss. That's what you do. You take ownership. You take ownership of your business. You take ownership of where it is, the direction you want your business to go in, and in the direction that you're going to help your team members go in. And when you're living the boss life like you're living and I'm living and that we're all living, and that direction that Avon's going into, you have that power. How rewarding is that? I love it. Don't you guys love that?
Love it.
Yes,
I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
And so think about it. You know, we're sitting here, we're creeping down to the end of October. Before we know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving. Before we know, and everybody wants to go Black Friday shopping. Then bam, it's Christmas, right? We don't have time to wait to get these titles, because you have that 4 campaigns, you have to maintain it before they cut that check. And remember, guys, when they cut that $1,000 check, or when they cut that $2,500 check, there's no taxes taken out of it. That's what it is, all right? They automatically put it in your checking account, or they send you a check, or I think maybe they put it on a card. I can't that much money. I would think maybe they put it on a card. Are they doing that? Either way, you'll get it, okay? So the point is this. You want that money, because the only thing keeping you from getting it is what you do from today on. And so the challenge I have is that you think about 3 people. Start thinking right now, the 3 people that's going to help you achieve this. Start thinking about the 3 people that you know that can help you get this, because you need $1,000 unit sales, basically. You and the 3 folks that are going to help you do this. You need $1,000. And start thinking about who that is, who you're going to go to, who's going to be committed. And then once you get that squared away, then have you go to them and you start talking to them. Who is the 3 people who's going to help them get it? Who's going to help them get that? And then you coach them to get that as well. And the reason why I support it now is because we're in 22. Let's say you title. Let's just say you title in 22, and it's doable. You've got to maintain it 22, 23, 24, 25. Titling right now will still get you that check by Christmas. You need that money by Christmas. That's why it's so important. Want that Christmas bonus. And because look, if nothing else, if you can get it in time, at least the week of Christmas, the after Christmas sales are awesome. Even Avon is on board with after Christmas sales, right? So, you know, I just want to challenge everyone. Don't look to the left or to the right and say, woe is me, woe is my neighbor. Number one, run it like a boss. Run it like it's a business. Continue to sell. Continue to call your customers. Continue. Don't wave the white flag and say, you know, we've got to give up because, you know, we're in this situation, because you are in this to make money. And when you do that, when you get that mindset that, you know, we're in this mix of devastation and we've got all these things going on that's working against us, when you do that, you lose. And we are not about losing. We are about winning. We're about claiming our stake, and we're about putting money in our pocket and helping others put money in their pocket. And so I hope this has been some encouragement to you. If you just look on social media, talk to your neighbors, talk to people. There's all kind of fundraiser opportunities. There's people needing money. There's people that's got Christmas coming that do not want to take out a loan to do that. They're like, yes, this is for me. But you listen, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So you have to ask, invite them in. And over the next 2 weeks, here's my challenge. Over the next 2 weeks, and bring 2 people in. What I would highly suggest is that you get off this video conference today and talk to 3 people right now today and say, look, let's get this done in 22. Let's get this hammered down in 22, no later than 23, so we can get this bonus in here and we can put some smiles on a lot of people's face in your household, right? So I hope this has helped you, and your district managers, for those who are watching, they are more than proud to help you get to where you need to be. So Tracy, I will turn it back over to you.
Well, thanks, y'all, for coming. Now, you heard the challenge. So in 2 weeks, we want to hear your feedback and where you've gotten and what you're doing. So, you know, it's just a matter of getting out there and getting it done, just like Joy said, just like Dawn said, just like Tina said, and I said, just got to get out there and get it done. And yes, 3 people. As soon as you get off of this, as soon as you watch this, find those your first 3 people you're going to start with. And leaders, you know, contact your people, get them started working 3 people every single time. So thanks for joining us. We love you all, and we're here to help. Have a great day.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.